Hi, Year 12s. I just thought I'd do a little video on the next internal, the presentation internal. So originally we were meant to do this term 4, but instead we've moved it to weeks 7 and 8, simply because we need to have all internals done by the end of term. So we can continue to work on our ArchiCAD and tech drawings next term because they're external. So I thought I'd just go over it. So the presentation internal, you don't have to do too much more work than what you've already done. It's sort of up to you how much you get into this one. So the point of a presentation is to communicate ideas. So that's why I do slideshow presentations to you guys, is to communicate the ideas and get across points. But sometimes I also bring in models, and sometimes I have physical things to show you. So that's how you get ideas across, is you present lots of different things. So why do we do a presentation? So we're going to do a presentation to communicate our LAMP idea, or if you didn't do the LAMP project, you'll be doing your house idea. So we're going to be showing our amazing design idea and the process we took to get there. The key point is you don't actually have to stand up and do a presentation. You don't have to stand up and present to the class. What we'll do is, if you get all your presentations set up, if you have models, if you have different bits and bobs, we then take a photo of you, and that's like evidence of the presentation. So you don't actually have to present stuff. Before you begin, part of this assessment is actually making a plan. It doesn't have to be super detailed, so you might just want to get out a big bit of A3 paper and write down what the aim of your presentation is, what your presentation might look like, and what you're including in it. So maybe the aim of your presentation is to communicate your LAMP idea to a potential manufacturer who might be wanting to maybe make it or something, or maybe you're presenting it to I don't know, a gallery or a lighting shop saying, look, this is what I've come up with, this is my idea, do you want to sell it at your shop, or that sort of thing. You're also going to plan what your presentation might look like. So maybe you do a brainstorm, a storyboard, or something like that, and sort of what you're including in it. So you might want to present how you're going to lay out the slides, or how you're going to lay out a physical display board, or a model you're going to include, or something. It doesn't have to be super detailed or neat, just pretty much a brainstorm that shows that you have thought about what you're going to do. So for example, so you've got a brainstorm on the left there, so you can be going, what am I going to do? What's it going to look like? Maybe you want a little storyboard of your slides and what each slide's going to be sort of saying, that sort of thing. So what you're going to have in your presentation is your error movement slideshow, your sketch work, your CAD and tech drawings if you have them, and maybe something extra. Maybe you've got a model, maybe you want to make a little model, maybe you want to 3D print your lamp or something. Maybe you want to, I don't know, get your CAD model and put it on a really nice background. That could be a really good idea, showing it in place. So you might want to put your lamp CAD model with a nice background. So maybe you've got it in a gallery, maybe you've got it in on a bedside table or in a lounge or something like that. Right, so this is a lot of reading. It'll be sort of up to you to look through this and read it, but pretty much it details the grades. This is straight from the NZQA website. So achieved is you're using visual communication techniques. And so that means compositional principles, like proximity, alignment, hierarchy, that sort of thing. And you're using different modes and media. So maybe you have physical things, maybe you have a slideshow, that sort of thing. And so for achieved, you just use them to promote the design. For merit, you integrate them. So it's more detailed, it's more cohesive. You've sort of used different compositional principles in a better way. And then for excellence, you're really capturing and promoting the essence of a design in a convincing manner. So that sort of thing is like making a model and showing it in situation, or making a really nice sort of digital arrangement. So maybe you get your CAD model and maybe you sort of Photoshop it onto a nice background. So you're sort of showing the essence of your design and making it look more real and more convincing. Yeah, so that's a bit of that. This is more detailed info, so this is also straight from the NZQA website. So it says you can think about hierarchy, rule of thirds, balance, alignment, that sort of thing. So how you lay out your slides or how you lay out a display board. So evidence for that can be both in the planning and the composition of the presentation. So if you do a nice storyboard plan of how you want your slides to look, you can show how you're laying out your slides using like hierarchy, rule of thirds, that sort of thing. So that can actually be evidence towards your grade, but evidence can also come in the actual presentation. So it says, what is a convincing presentation? So capturing the essence of the design. It says, for example, the presentation of a camping chair could be convincing if the design was grounded in a camping theme or a rugged environment. The design elements should be working together to showcase the product in the most effective way. So if you're doing a slideshow about like why people should buy your lamp and the design process you got to get there, and your lamp's a really elegant thing, you probably wouldn't have lots of like bright yellows and orange slides and lots of like pointy shapes on them. So it should be cohesive. It should all go together. Yeah. Talks about models. So you can make models and stuff if you want, but a model on its own might not be enough evidence. But if you put it in situations to help the user sort of understand it more, so if you put the lamp on a bedside table or in a lounge, then it sort of helps it understand it better. Yeah, so presentations are communication tools. You're trying to communicate your lamp design. So here's me at uni. It was a little bit of a different sort of presentation, but what I did was made a massive poster, and you can see all the details on the poster. And I also made a little model. Yeah, so it was a greenhouse theme. So I had green and I had lots of plant sort of things, and I even wore a plant dress. And you can see there's lots of little plants on my model too. And then the left photo, you can actually see everyone sort of displays. They've all gone for the same sort of thing, a poster, a big poster, and then like a model. Yeah, so that's just some examples. And Mr. Hobbs has got a PowerPoint example too. So yeah, that's my little video.